Good morning and welcome to another episode of Thankful Thursday, where we take 10 seconds and think of the things that we are still thankful for, even though the world's a little bit crazy right now. Today, with the pending gross weather and the little chillier temperatures, I'm glad for a nice warm house that I can be safe inside and do lessons with you guys even though we're not together. So, take 10 seconds, think of something you're thankful for. If it's a human being or someone close to you, go tell them you love them really fast and come back to the video. Alright, here we go. Let's look at our schedule for the day. We're almost done with week 4 already, guys. It's going crazy fast. So this is what we're working on right now. We're going to end up rounding each set of numbers and then dividing, so I'll help you with that momentarily. You have your story problem for the day. Make sure you dig that out. You've got practicing all 4s, both directions. Don't forget. My kids requested a Quizlet on Friday. I'm thinking about doing that live for all the groups, just to go over the 4s a few times. If you want to join us, be ready for that. I'll put a post out on your teacher's Facebook pages later. And you have your place value concentration. I put up a couple extra videos yesterday. If you want to watch those outside of the video that I put up, I thought maybe somebody else explaining it might help too. So there's a few extra videos on that link. If you need them, go back for them. All right. Let's dive into this bad boy right here. We have a whole bunch of problems, and I know you guys know how to do them for real, but that's not what I'm after today. Sometimes in life, you just need a quick about answer. I don't need a perfect answer. Like when I'm going grocery shopping and I want to buy 50 of something, I want to know that it's going to cost me about $100, not $100.37 or something crazy like that. Sometimes about is good enough. So we are going to round, but with division, rounding can break some rules, because if I rounded this perfectly to 910 and I rounded this perfectly to 930 and took both to my tens places, 91 divided by 30 doesn't help me at all. I'm still going to end up with a remainder. I'm still putting a lot of thought into what that division is. It doesn't help me. With multiplication, we followed the rules of rounding because that was going to be okay. Multiplication's a little bit better. Division, I don't want remainders and leftovers. I want to find a nice fact family in here somewhere so that I don't have to. So I'm looking, I could round to my tens place, but I don't know any fact families that end up at 91. That's not really helping me. So for this one, I'm going to actually round up to the hundreds place. And I'm going to call it 900 because I do know some fact families for 9 or even 90 if I need it. I'm still going to keep my division sign. That's still the task at hand. So now I need to look at this number and think of something that's going to work with this 90 or 900 or 9 that would be close to 29. Well, I know that 3 is a part of a fact family for 9. And I can take this and round it to 30. So now I've got 2 numbers that are pretty close to where I started. I've got a fact family right here. It's going to work. Now it's doing what we did yesterday. Remember, if I have a 10 on this side, a 10 divided by 10 is a 1, which does nothing in division, so I can kind of cancel those out. Now I'm looking at 90 divided by 30. I'll rewrite that just because some people have a hard time seeing it. Or 90 divided by 3, apparently. I have a hard time seeing it today. Okay, I know that 3 will go into 9 3 times with an extra 0, or that 30 times 3 is 90. So there's that guy. Let's look at this one. Same thinking, different numbers. I don't want any leftovers. I don't want anything that's all too complicated. I want to find a close fact family that's going to work with these guys that doesn't break too many rules of rounding. So I'm going to change this guy out to 40 because I see an 8 over there, and I know that I can work with 8s and 4s pretty nicely. So if I'm counting by 4s, trying to find a fact family for 8, the 2 closest ones I can think, or 3, are 8, 4, 12. If I'm looking at this as 80 works, 84 would work. Which one of these is going to be the best choice for rounding here? I'm not going to deal in that place value or that one. I'm going to take this 8 and I'm going to call it 800. You could probably argue me into 800 or 840, but 800 would actually be the best choice because that's following a rule of rounding. So let's look. I've got zeros that I can cancel out. 80 divided by 4, a lot like we did over there. Deal with your fact family. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Any extra zeros? I still have 1 that wasn't canceled out. So my answer is 20. And if you flipped it back the other way, 20 times 40 is 800. So we've got that one all set. One more to look at. See if you can think of the right answer really fast in your head on your own. See if you can guess what I'm going to do. Think you got it? All right, let's see if we think the same way. I'm going to have to change both of these. None of them are in a nice 10, so that's not going to help me a whole lot. I'm going to change that out to 60. Because I saw a nice 24 over here, and 240 rounds, or 241 rounds nicely to 240. 24 and 6 are a fact family, so that helps me out. There won't be any remainders here. My zeros cancel each other out, so I'm left with 24 divided by 6. That's a fact family that you better have memorized right now, because you should have been practicing it all week, to 4. Okay? And if I go back, 4 times 60 is 240. Both of those numbers are close, so 4 is a logical, quick guess. Okay? So there's that. This one is your task for today. Make sure you get your teacher your rounded answer. Make sure it's a rounded one, not the real one. We'll work on that later. Okay? Have a great day. I'll talk to you later.